Welcome to the Sunset Archon channel, where we aspire to gain from night to first light. And today we are continuing our exploration of Snezhnaya in Genshin Impact version 7.0. And a couple of things before we begin. One, YouTube has outright broken analytics again. I cannot see anything regarding my stream, or anything as to how many people are actually watching on the graph. The graph is just dead. I refreshed this thing a bunch of times in the last 4 minutes and nothing. So YouTube is definitely doing a lot of updates that is just outright breaking things. And one of the upcoming updates is the fact that just clicking on a video is going to count as a view now. No minimum watch time required. Now that is its own issue, especially since they already have a botting problem. This is just going to be another avenue for that botting problem to rear its head. But it appears they are splitting they are still splitting the difference between a view, which is what their new definition of a view, and now engaged views, which is what is used to represent revenue for those that are actually getting paid by YouTube. So it feels like they're just using this as a means to pad forward-facing numbers as a means of perpetuating popularity of any given video. Yeah, this isn't gonna backfire at all. So yeah, no idea what's going on with the analytic nonsense, but at the very least, the embed links still work, so I'm still able to see chat. I'm still able to see concurrent viewers and the total views, just not able to see that graph, which is often just a little bit faster than reflecting as a general number in the dashboard. Hopefully that is the majority, just the baseline, and as far as it'll go in terms of what YouTube breaks this month. I'm sighing a lot because I honestly think they're gonna break a lot more, and worst of all, they're not even gonna fix anything that needs fixing. Now, without further ado, let us actually start this stream. So yes, we have switched back to Hyper Bloom 1 for the time being. Huh? Well, this is interesting, but it doesn't exactly help me. I'm not sure why you did that, but it does cause us some trouble. Please don't do anything so dangerous again. They're really getting in my way.
Look out below! Whoa!
They're not just gonna let me launch myself.
Look at this stuff. It's so white and so cold. Is it edible?
Alright, so you distract him, I'll find a way in.
Is this an answer from this world?
Beautiful. Time Paimon can serve as a distraction. Yep, he's not distracted anymore. Gotta find the second component. Monument of the Entwined Sars White Birch. An elemental monument that is close to being swallowed up by the Sars White Birch. Get too close to it and you'll get ensnared yourself and become unable to activate the monument. Maybe try again after creating some distance first. Well, that just happened.
These should be worth something. Go on, take it. Always seems to be cats. Alright, a shadow puzzle. There's a lot of good stuff in here. Want to split it? Just kidding. You can take it.
Nice sword. Alright. So where to now? This almost looks like it was actually created to keep the doll in, rather than other people out.
These should be worth something. Go on, take it. There's a lot of good stuff in here. Want to split it?
Content.
Okay, what's going on now? Says it's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Everything looks normal.
Crystallize. This way for a little. Crystallize. Hero incoming! Impossible.
Alright, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on things.
Impossible. Yeah! Kapow! It's justice o'clock! Goodness me! Shower me with... Let's change tactics.
That could have gone better.
I see everything.
Frost glisten.
Hero incoming!
Everything is hostile now.
Headbutt! Yeah! It's justice o'clock!
How could this be?
Did that grow out of the ground?
I see these three are still as hostile as ever to anything interactable. I'll save that for later. Okay, so everything looks like it's moving. The stream doesn't seem like it's just outright freezing. So that's good, I suppose.
Come no closer.
I'm pretty sure I already activated that waypoint.
It's justice o'clock!
How could this be?
Come no closer. Strike a pop! Hero incoming! Intense crystallize. Impossible. Impossible.
And finally go up this way. Hmm. Electro, maybe? Okay.
Look out below!
Hopefully I don't get struck by lightning. So far, so good. No idea how high I'm supposed to be going. Oh, now it counts that rumble twig I got.
Running late again.
All right. Almost there. Another world above the clouds. This one actually made of clouds.
Time to roll. ritual of transcendence! Come, witness this great ritual of transcendence! The clock! Boost! Charge! Shower me with that! Bring it!
pebble of freezing heart, an egg-shaped stone infused with the power required for the Eye of Grey to reclaim his physical form. Once used by the Fey Grand Duchess Pablina to remedy the inherent flaws of the Fey. Hidden within it may lie the aspiration of how a mere mortal might ascend to a higher status through rebirth. That's a lot of dolls.
There's a lot of good stuff in here. Want to split it? Just kidding. You can take it.
Oh, we're already this high, only one thing left to do. Going down. Going down. Okay. At least we're able to see the ground before we go splat. It's not just pure whiteout and then all of a sudden.
Look at this stuff. It's so white. And so cold. Is it edible?
Alright, that's one world quest done. You'd think I'd encounter something. Alright.
Hurry up, Brassa! Get back on track!
Oh, crud. Alright. Well, I can't go that way. Okay.
Time to roll!
In order to make it
Don't
over
steer
there, I
clear of
need
other
to
people.
take the path of the train. Okay. That was kind of interesting. Now, if only I could do that consistently.
Committed to memory.
I'm not quite following. Come on.
Bring it.
All right. All right, it's close enough, so let's focus on why we came to this area before we freeze to death.
Whoa, that made me jump. Why did so many little animals suddenly scurry over? Strange. They seem to be fleeing from something. The voice seems to be coming from this hole. My ears... they're ringing non-stop. Why does this voice sound so familiar? Should I jump down? Who knows what sort of trouble could be waiting? Right. Let me test the waters first. Hello? Come out of there! No response. This sudden silence is even more unsettling. But what exactly is down there? Well, there might be trouble, but there could also be treasure. Might as well take a look. If I encounter any danger, I'll make a quick exit.
Traveler's definitely getting a lot of voice
Just
lines.
my luck. But looks like there's still a path ahead. Where am I? This is the same singing as before. I should follow the voice.
And that's it. I think we got we got all of the seeds for Snezhnayan plants. Yep. Which means I can finally put on the cryo treasure compass. The Cavern of Melodic Tides. Maybe I'll actually figure out this puzzle now.
A huge shell. Strange. Did that song just now come from inside? Could it be a fae? Hold on. Speaking of singing fae, could it be Vodianitsa?
Hello? Anyone here?
Still no response. Well, if there are mushroom gods in this world, there might as well be seashell fae. I should check it out.
Traveler? Don't sound so surprised. Who else were you expecting? A lost little Snegoroshka? A Vila who took a wrong turn? A Domovoy stranded in the middle of nowhere? Because my private practice room is so well hidden, obviously. No one stumbles upon this place on purpose. Oh, that. Yeah, I originally planned to channel some water over there and completely seal it off. But I asked a bunch of engineers, and they all said blowing up the cave's rock wall could cause landslides, avalanches, surface cracks, all kinds of bad things. Anyway, it'd be a huge pain.
No kidding.
Plus, if the cave's original structure was destroyed, its acoustics would be ruined too, and then I wouldn't even be able to use it for practice. So, I gave up. And anyway, it's just like you said. Not many people would dare to jump down from up there. I'm not answering that question, because you haven't answered mine. Who else were you expecting to see here? One person asks, the other person answers. Then comes the next question. That's how polite conversation should go. A shell fae? You mean the oyster sprites that protect children who fall in the water? The ones from the fairy tales? Fae like that don't exist in Snezhnaya. The only fae associated with pearls are us water nymphs. After all, legend has it that if we cry out of true sorrow, our tears will turn into pearls. Want me to cry for you right now? I could do it. I mean, we know each other so well, and you didn't even recognize my singing voice. That could get me going. Of course not. Otherwise, there'd be nothing but pearls at the bottom of the water now, wouldn't there? I bet pearl necklaces wouldn't be nearly as expensive either. Plus, those pearls wouldn't be the quality kind. They'd be misshapen and have all sorts of impurities. If only there really were oyster sprites, though. I bet if you paid one, you could get all sorts of beautiful pearl jewelry. Oh, right. Take this pill to warm yourself up. You fell into a puddle on your way down, right? I heard your footsteps through the ice the minute you got to the entrance of the cave. You traversed the ice wall only to fall into the water at the last moment. I heard you sputtering from here. Now, I was considering letting you have a few sips of strong liquor to warm you back up. But on second thought, spirits that have been frozen lead to intoxication too quickly. So I thought this pill would be better. It's something hunters use to warm themselves up out in the frigid wilderness. Good. Now we can get back to your question. You wanted to know why I practice in a place like this, right? Well, the answer's simple. Practicing in the city would disturb people. I used to practice in the theater, doing vocal warm-ups, singing a cappella, you know, stuff like that. Letting some fresh air in always puts me in a better mood, so I would usually practice with the window open. And, well, do I even need to say how captivating my singing voice is? Every time I practiced, a huge crowd of listeners would gather down below, and they wouldn't leave until I was done. Honestly, the people were packed as tight as sardines down there. But it's not like I could do anything to help it. That said, there's another reason I don't really practice in the theater anymore. I don't exactly recall when, but one day, this young girl showed up in the crowd of people who had come to listen to me. She turned out to be quite smart. She studied my habits to the point where, at all times, she knew when and where I was going to practice. And sure enough, she'd always be there. People would even pay her to show them where I'd be, so they could be sure to grab a spot. She made quite the sum that way. Now and then, she'd even send me a basket of flowers with a thick handwritten letter tucked inside. The letters weren't anything special, mostly the same flattery I've heard 10,000 times. And they read a tad awkwardly too. But at least they were sincere. So, I'd often send her a ticket to my latest show in return. I thought it'd make her happy. I like people who chase after what they love with all their might, but still have some smarts to show for it. I think people like that are fun and cute. I would have loved for our fun to continue. She changed. She no longer came to my practice sessions because she liked to hear me sing. She just wanted to make Mora. Lots and lots of it. Enough that she could put all the relentless celebrity chasing behind her. That much I wouldn't have minded, but... Then I discovered at some point, she started selling every single ticket I sent her for several times the price. I suppose she didn't like my music anymore. The innocent version of her who was just there for the love of my voice was no more. In human terms, she grew up. I no longer found her cute, fun, or interesting. And I certainly didn't want to play with her anymore, so I moved to a different practice location. I won't meet anyone interesting here, of course. But at least I can practice my singing in peace. Although, you braved the journey here now, didn't you? Freezing puddle and all. Don't even go there. It's been giving me such a headache. If the acoustics in this echo chamber were still in good shape, my voice wouldn't have come out nearly so... Precisely. Thanks, traveler. The problem isn't the main cave structure, but the echo pillars made of prime ice. Perhaps I was practicing too hard, or my pitch was too high. But while I was practicing a few days ago, some of the pillars suddenly cracked. Honestly, all I need are a few simple prime ice pillars to replace the damaged ones, and this chamber will be pretty much back in working order. But alas, I'm terrible at making things like that. No, it's like I said. All I heard were footsteps at the entrance. It's not like I lured you here or something. I swear. Anyway, since I have you here, there's no time to waste. Let me tell you which pillars to swap. Actually, just telling won't do. I have a better method. Shh. prime ice pillars? Those are the broken ones. That goes without saying. Otherwise, I wouldn't be nearly so invested in all this. Anyway, I'm counting on you, Traveler. If you forget which prime ice pillars are broken, just come back and I'll show you again.
Alright, now we actually get the tutorial for this. About the resonant pillars at the Tide Song Cavern. A prime ice construct that can produce sounds of different notes when struck. Adjusting its length can help you get the exact note you want.
Perfect! This prime ice pillar is good to go! Oh, I knew I could count on you! It turned out beautiful! The positioning of these prime ice pillars is perfect!
Alright.
Now then, let me test them out. That's right. Looks like I can practice in peace for now. Since you helped me fix these prime ice pillars, allow me to sing you a little practice piece. Unnecessary. My voice is all warmed up, so I'll do some a cappella now. I'm practicing here today, and in a few days I'll head over to Ronkova Zoria to do the same. I wonder if Odette and Alosha will be there.
Wait. It says Dawn Station.
I'm practicing here today, and in a few days I'll head over to Ronkova Zoria to do the same. I wonder if Odette and Alosha will be there.
Okay, localization. Snafu, but whatever.
Anyway, sit back and relax. Oh, but don't close your eyes, or you might zone out and fall face first into the water.
All right. We are making good progress. Next up, a little Shadow Realm training. Let's rock.
Fall back. Where's the...
Reload!
Over.
Mind the rhythm. I'm in over my head.
Alright. Done and dusted. You know, a lot of your memories are either erased or corrupted. At the shooting range aboard the train, you can undertake special challenges at the simulated Shadow Realm Edge of Survival. This is where you can truly push the envelope and test your limits. Test the limits of your firearm skills and techniques. You can quickly access the shooting range for the challenge from your Snezhnaya adventure journal. Unlock Edge of Survival challenge stages by first completing the corresponding Shadow Realm challenge in Snezhnaya. Before the challenge starts, you may select difficulty clauses of various types that can have effects such as enhancing opponents' HP, attack, and combat skills. Doing so will raise the overall difficulty of the challenge. The more difficulty clauses you select, the higher the overall challenge difficulty will be, and the more points you earn from defeating an opponent. Once the challenge begins, you have to defeat as many opponents as possible within the time limit. Every opponent you defeat earns you the corresponding points, as well as extends the challenge duration. Earn additional points when you establish and maintain a defeat streak. If you manage to defeat every opponent in the time given, you will also earn bonus points based on the time remaining at the end of your last kill. The more time you had remaining, the more points you get. Each challenge stage has its own Frontrunner's Edge section where you can see how your friends and other travelers are doing. Okay.
mode!
Let's rock. They actually have good accuracy.
State number 2. Charge! Gotta recharge!
Cover me.
Charge! Time to catch my breath. Switch mode. Mind the rhythm. Need a refill. State number 2. Need a refill. State number 2. this! Reload! Mind the rhythm. Nice. Light him up.
Good.
Gotta recharge. Mind the rhythm. Need a refill. Back in business. Need a refill. Change of tactics. Light him up! How do I get out of this? Reload! Charge! Frag out! Demolition time!
Can't take much more.
Frag out! Charge! Demolition time! Frag out! Gotta recharge! State number 2.
Full forward.
Alright. Could have been better, could have been worse. Next up. Very close to 60% on Felfrost.
Show me what you like this.
Heads up!
You know what I'm really happy about when it comes to Crescent Crystal? They actually allow something that isn't allowed with normal ore. They actually allow Catalyst users to break it. And that is fantastic. Otherwise, teams that solely use Catalyst users will be up a creek. A frozen solid creek. And talking about that, I forgot why I came over here. One step closer. The Traveler regenerates 5 elemental energy when they deal stellar glimmer damage. This effect can be triggered once every 0.5 seconds. Once again, you know what would actually help if I remembered to level up my talents? I keep forgetting this every single time. Alright, we got enough for another 10 pull on Odette. Aiming for C1 this time. So let's see if our luck holds up. At least we're still working on a Losha. Already at C5 for him. Just one more and we'll have C6. Alright.
Let's go!
Let us move onward. Oh, look. A card of dynamite. And the only thing actually keeping it from rolling down to that big wall of rocks is a grappling hook.
There's a lot that goes into managing an orchard. Watering, weeding, fertilizing the soil, making sure the temperature is right.
If you've been watching this channel for long enough, you know the golden rule by now. When all else fails, blow up a wall. Didn't stand a chance. That minecart also didn't stand a chance. Potato.
These should be worth something. Go on, take it.
How did all those shots miss that Cryoculus? Yet that's what gets me. Oh look, another train for Goggles to run off a cliff. Also,
I'm keeping a lookout. Don't worry.
there's no
an
ice.
ambush.
All the ice is gone. Welcome to Okarov. Snowland Sensations, Ode to the Snowy Plains, contributor story. A new chapter in the 7 Impossible Mysteries of Reed Miller, thief extraordinaire. Welcome to Okarov. We who live in Okarov have simple customs and get along with our neighbors. No matter where you're from, every door is open to you and all of us will treat you as family. Additionally, we have a most exceptional doctor in town, well versed in the arts of herbal medicine and surgical excision alike, able to help you and your family banish any chronic illness. Welcome to Okarov. Let's build a happy home for tomorrow together. It sounds nice on paper, but the fact that this town was just blocked off by a rock slide and no one was actually trying to dig him out worries me. Alright. 7 Impossible Mysteries, Chapter 11. Me? My good sirs, what manner of farce is this? Grand Duke Bray Trubetskoy swept his gaze, at once amused and perplexed, over the police officers who were swarming around him like flies, fawning over him desperately. All my servants can vouch for me. I haven't stepped foot outside my estate these past few days, being occupied entirely with discussing refined Fontanian operas with Mademoiselle Milady d'Este. What on earth would I have encountered? Where on earth would I have encountered this Viscount Shwisky? Well, I haven't even glimpsed his shadow. This is part of a novel. Well, this town just got weird. Frogs. Oh, this gives me hope. Maybe we'll find our first crab here. Oh, we're definitely finding a crab here. Fairy Plumage Valley. You know what? I can't stand how all of these icons are just placed all over my world, especially in locations where I'm actually trying to get something interactable and it's just farming for a like. But at the very least, the devs designed these things with a small subset of text, not freeform text. So I don't have to worry about turning a corner or shifting the camera to the left and seeing profanity, or accidentally showing it on my stream.
Strike a pose!
Alright, gotta finesse this. Ah. That could have gone better. So the train tracks did go through here once.
Time to roll!
There we go. Some weird barrier over this entire place. Destruction of property. Breaking and entering. I don't think it counts as theft if I'm just taking materials from above the establishment.
So shiny!
Why is it outside? Yep. So the one thing we managed to avoid is theft. Isn't that bat symbol for the Shadow Realm? Alright, the bird got caught in the explosion. What are you looking at? You're actually looking at me. You know what? I thought about it, but I decided not to. Some snow and ice. So the barrier's failing. Lovely, something's watching me. Alright, let's do this. So I gotta find a different route.
Shower me with the... It's justice o'clock! Are these edible?
Okay, so I'm not the only one who noticed it. The claw marks and the algae. You don't usually see blue like that in nature outside of the rare flower petal. If you see blue algae, that's a problem. Yep.
This way. Yoo-hoo! Kapow! Yeah! Charge! Yeah! Yeah! A minute to live. Hi! Are these edible?
Where to next? Oh, come on. Alright, where to... Let's see, let's see. Alright, we're good. That thing really tried to ice us. Literally. And figuratively. Koshei the Deathless. Alright, that explains why we saw a few things that were Shadow Realm. No. No, 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 no. What just happened? Oh, okay, okay. Give me a second. All right. Why am I getting all of these issues all of a sudden?
Should be worth holding on.
Rotary mechanism. A rather special mechanism that can only be opened with sustained manual rotation. And I'm getting that message again. Still a bit of a delay, but it's better than it was.
Pretty good haul.
All right. How are we gonna do this?
Yeah.
Oh, that works. was an interesting shot.
Should be worth holding on to.
This again? What is this, propaganda? Okarov lies nestled within a valley with a low-lying basin floor. Under the influence of temperatures may rise and snowmelt may occur. If drainage within the valley provides insufficient, accumulated water could lead to severe flooding. Thus, the underground channel system was constructed, first for drainage, second for redacted. From this, the tender sprout of redacted began to emerge. I have begun to discern the correct path forward. Must undergo 3 rounds of authentication, obtain the red, white, and blue keys, placed at 3 different locations, insert all 3 simultaneously into slots to activate the gate. Inserting either the white or blue key into the control console will lower the water level. Inserting both the white and blue keys will fully drain it. Locations of the red, white, and blue keys are shown above for me who may one day return to this place. When the floodwaters of the melted snow become nourishment for life, when useless memories fade into indistinct echoes of the past, when I make my way to redacted one day. Alright, let's get these keys. Oh. Also got a firearm blueprint. Ah, here it is. That's 1 key. Well, that's convenient. Oh, that is hilarious.
Pretty good haul. Now these will come in handy. Reload!
Paimon's actually helping. Thank you for retrieving the blue key for me. Now let's go retrieve the red key.
Time to catch my breath.
Should be worth holding on to. Reload! Pretty good haul. Switch mode. Pretty good haul.
And we're good. Okay, that is a cool door. Doesn't even open all the way. Lovely.
Pretty good haul.
course, the control wheel's in the Leshy's head. Let's get this over with.
Reload! Charge! Reload! Pretty good haul.
Finally, sunlight. At least I think that's sunlight. Oh, I just remember. What do I should have been doing something with all these shadow wing drops
Now
I've been
these will
collecting.
come in handy.
String crystal, 199.
Pretty good haul.
That stuff definitely wasn't here before, right?
Pretty good haul.
Really hate that. I really do. If you could just disable blind likes like that when you're trying to collect items, then it would be okay. Okay, so I can kill crystal flies that run like that.
Try this.
Of all places I had to fight mimics here. So anyway, yes, I can shoot crystal flies. The crystal flies that run out of reach, and I can't go to grab them. Don't get me wrong, it would be nice if I could just use my grappling hook to yank them out of the sky. But that's not in the cards right now. Alright, we got a water source. Water source, dirt slash sand. We
Pretty
might
good
be
haul.
we might be able to get a crab spawning here. But so far it's mostly frogs.
Pretty good haul. Pretty good haul. Back in business. Pretty good haul.
Alright, 51% done. Alright, I can shoot right through the boards. Oh! Right, no glider. You gotta remember that. No matter where you go, retaliation is a thing.
Should be worth holding on to.
Amount of food that exudes the stench of rot.
Pretty good haul.
He doesn't even realize I'm inside the house.
Now these will come in handy. Need a refill. Time to catch my breath.
All right. Got more frogs too. Still can't use elemental sight.
Now these will come in handy. Need a refill. Gotta recharge. Pretty good haul. Pretty good haul. Pretty good haul. Gotta recharge! Pretty good haul. Now these will come in handy. Should be worth holding on to. Now these will come in handy. Should be worth holding on to. Now these will come in handy. Frag out! Back in business. Need a refill.
So close to a no damage run.
Should be worth holding on to. Pretty good haul.
Chandelier in the hall. A hanging lamp in the assembly hall can be pulled down using Prime-Ice Construct grappling gun. While the grappling gun is deployed, the lamps will remain in their respective positions until the gun is removed. Of course, you can also use the Prime-Ice Construct grappling gun to pull hanging lamps closer together. However, if the grappling gun is removed as this happens, the lamp will start swinging. Alright, we are going to stop right here for today, and we will finish this quest and move on to the next one tomorrow. And as of now, our exploration is at 73% for Flamefeather Valley already. 45% for Ever Frozen Earth. We're gonna have to work on that. Wakodlak Tundra is at 61%, and Felfrost Peak is at 51%. So yes, we're going to finish this one. We're going to finish this world quest next time, then work on exploration for these two areas, and hopefully unlock this last area. Complete the quest. Her palace collapses into the blizzard. So we gotta get 60 and then 80% exploration progress in all the areas. Alright, thank you so much to everyone who came to watch this stream today and those who come to watch the playback later. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties throughout this stream. Hopefully, we don't have many other difficulties going forward. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified of the next Genshin Impact stream. And I will see you next time.